Next month's Artemis II launch marks the first time humans will fly past the moon in 50 years. But behind the roar of the engines, NASA is overseeing a systematic dismantling of how space exploration is funded. For legacy aerospace, the lights are about to go out. This is a chart of NASA's total budget. From 2025 to 2026, the agency's top-line funding drops by 24%, bottoming out at $18.8 billion. The Science Mission Directorate is the primary source of that bloodletting. Its funding is nearly halved, an immediate cut that terminates 19 active research missions across the solar system. The pivot also abandons legacy infrastructure. NASA is retiring the $4 billion per launch Space Launch System and the Orion crew capsule immediately following Artemis III. NASA is moving away from the model of a scientific research agency. Instead, it is becoming a high-volume customer for private lunar services. Scrapping those massive government rockets frees up roughly $3.4 billion every year. Those billions are being redirected to a new set of priorities. In March 2026, NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman announced Project Ignition, a $20 billion commitment to establish a permanent lunar base at the South Pole. This project relies on a commercial payload model. The government is no longer building the stations or the power grids. It is purchasing them as a service from private companies. This $20 billion demand signal is the trigger for the Lunar Liquidity event, a massive transfer of wealth from the public sector to the commercial market. Most of these new contracts are firm fixed price. Under these rules, the contractor assumes all the financial risk. If development costs exceed the bid, the company absorbs the loss rather than the taxpayer. This dashboard tracks the margin compression following the move to fixed-price models. Boeing is currently reporting a negative 20.4% operating margin, while Lockheed Martin absorbed $950 million in losses from its fixed-price programs in 2025 alone. NASA forced this change after legacy Artemis projects, specifically the Orion capsule, generated nearly $7 billion in cumulative overruns. Retiring the SLS rocket creates a $2 billion a year revenue cliff for Boeing. The company is left with massive industrial overhead that its remaining contracts cannot support. By ending the cost-plus era, the government is severing the lifelines of the old guard, leaving them with high overhead business models in a low-margin economy. While traditional giants struggle, a tier of vertically integrated space primes is emerging. These companies have built their entire architectures to operate profitably within fixed-price limits. Firefly Aerospace reported a massive 163 to hit 49 major NASA milestones on schedule. SpaceX reportedly self-funded over $30 billion of Starship's development. That capital intensity aligns with SpaceX's confidential IPO filing, which targets a historic $1.75 trillion valuation. Elon Musk is using the guaranteed revenue from lunar infrastructure to underwrite the largest stock market debut in human history. The IPO's $75 billion capital raise follows a February merger between SpaceX and Musk's artificial intelligence venture, xAI. Musk claims terrestrial grids cannot support the future power and data needs of advanced AI. His solution is a network of 1 million solar-powered satellites acting as orbital data centers. By allocating up to 30, the 2026 launch window marks the point where space transforms from a government project into a privately owned utility market. What are your thoughts on the privatized infrastructure of the moon? Let us know in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe to the Viral Scope.